Good morning. Welcome to today's episode of Smell the Coffee. This is the show where we cover interesting topics, media buzz, and current events. And as always, because you've got to have your Java, tune in to Smell the Coffee.
Hello. Welcome to today's episode of Smell the Coffee. I'm your host. Today's episode is about a recent development in the media. I'm going to cover Shell getting sued by Nigeria for pollution. I say go get those bastards. But there's two sides to it. Granted, pollution that's resulted, the effects of the pollution that has resulted can be, it has affected the worldwide. It has affected us worldwide. That was one of the, Africa is one of the biggest natural environments that exists. So, of course, a lot of our oxygen comes from there. The pollution, that kind of pollution in a natural area like that is going to greatly affect our atmosphere, our ozone, stuff like that, of course, our life, planet, oceans. Anyways, no. But it's a question of liability. And who's liable? Who's liable is the question. Is Shell responsible? To a degree, yeah, they're responsible. But the people are also responsible, because, they're going and breaking their lines and taking oil. Now, I don't know. They're not too concerned about the environment either. And we're responsible because we're buying the damn gas. We're supporting the companies that lay the pipes. Supply and demand. Is that our fault? No. Whose fault is it? I don't know whose fault it is. Between the world, fault lies on the shoulders of all of us. But we gotta clean that shit up. That's some messed up shit. I saw a documentary a while ago. I forgot the guy's name, but he was going around the world and he was interviewing different crime organizations, syndicates, and cartels, gangs, whatever. So he went down to Nigeria to interview, piracy, the pirates. And they were talking about, how from the gas, polluted their way of life. So they can't fish, they can't find, they can't hunt, they can't fish, they can't live, how they normally do. So they turn to crime, So the question is, how did this start? Maybe it started over an oil spill or something. I don't know. Do some more research on it. But anyways, my point of saying that was in the background of him, of the documentary. Yeah, they covered the oil side of it, but the other side of it that I saw in the background was pollution, not oil, but trash, non-biodegradable trash, canned goods, bottled waters, stuff like that, littered everywhere. They don't seem to have a dump system. And, I don't know if you remember, they're suing them from 2004. This has been going on for a long fucking time. Back in, the 90s, you see all the time, in the early 90s to early 2000s, probably still even. I don't know if I don't watch TV anymore. But, Save the Children Foundation and stuff like that. And they used to show them starving-ass African kids, on them commercials, But the reason why they're starving is because of the oil, right? Because they can't live right down there. But then the charitable organizations go over there and they give them, these canned goods and bottled waters and stuff like that, and then, they use it and, they throw it in the street. On the road, whatever you want to call it. But, so the shit just stays there forever. just is there, you know, and we keep bringing that shit over there, you know, and so that's another side of it, you know. You got oil over there, you got a shit ton of trash, you got fucking just a cesspool of disease. It's not funny. It's not funny. You know, these people are suffering, they're oppressed, they're turning to crime, and, you know, I mean, their land is just destroyed. You know, what pisses me off the most is that I'm paying fucking damn near $4 a gallon for the shit, and they got it in their backyards. And they don't want it there. Ain't that some bullshit? When I go to the pump, I'm paying damn near $4 a gallon. Okay? They're fucking walking in it. You know? But it's costing them dearly. It's costing them in sickness, toxicity. They can't, you know, they don't have a way of life. They can't farm. They can't fish. They can't work. You know, they can't hunt. You know, their surrounding, their environment is destroyed. You know, and they don't have the means to cope with that shit. You know, they don't have the industry over there, or the machines, or whatever, what have you, know, to fucking clean that shit up. You know, they don't. And Shell is ultimately responsible, obviously, for fucking cleaning their shit up. You know, whose fault is it if their pipes are busted? You know, yeah, you know, if they don't know or whatever the fuck the case may be, you know, they need to fucking finance that shit. They need to get some motherfuckers over there, you know, have guard duties or something like that. I don't know, you know, but it's 2012. I'm sure, you know, they could come up with something, the multi-trillion powerhouse organization that they are. They can put some fucking cameras out there or do whatever they gotta do. They could watch the shit by GPS fucking satellite. They could put their own goddamn satellite in space just to watch those fucking pipes. They got that kind of power. They got that kind of money, that kind of control. You know what I mean? They're petrol, they're petroleum. You know, we ain't going to fucking space without them. Think about that. Now, you know, that's today's episode. You know, this is only one of many problems. You know, this is a great deal of pollution. You have Nigeria now, the Gulf, and fucking Fukushima. And we're fucking fucked. Yep. Peace the fuck out. Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Smell the Coffee.
Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest. He knows more than you can imagine.
At last. Welcome to you. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus. It's an honor to meet you. No. The honor is mine. Please, come, sit. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice, tumbling down the rabbit hole. I can see that. I can see it in your eyes. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate